Bang. What's up, you sausage? I don't know the last time I did a review video of why I just got married. So I've been a little MIA, but I think the 16th was maybe the last one I did. But yeah, here's my calendar. $100 on Thursday, which was the Friday of the week, so we had the 18th off. Yesterday, 82, and then today, 53. Today was a tough day. A lot of up and down. A lot of chopped. A lot of chop. Went all the way down to $35 red. So nothing crazy. Like I didn't go too red, but at the end, then let's see what it was. I can't talk right now. At the end, it was OBLG that popped up and kind of saved me. Made it at least a respectable green day, at least, or at least made some money. So yeah, 1.28 profit factor, not what we want to see, along with the 46% win percentage. But hey, I'll take $50 on the day, considering how choppy it was. Right off open, I was watching TIVC. It was the one that was looking best on the charts. Gels was the top gapper, but that one was on a strong downtrend. So right off open, this just had to look like it was had a chance to pop here and make a decent move. So I figured through this high of 1190 we might make a decent move. So I add as it's looking like it's gonna break through that in at 83. I'm hoping for it through 39 right away. When it does, then I just sell and take my profit. What's that? 20 cents? 30 cents in 83 out 13. So quick 30 cents, a good trade there. And then should probably be looking to re-add here, but I just wasn't sure how strong it would be. And open is always a little sketchy, especially with the little bit of lag that I get off open. So a little more hesitant. It costed me, but I think I maybe took one more trade on that. Let's see. Should have taken it through 75 at least here, or like back through 50. Could have been looking to add, but this move was just kind of a boing boing right there. And then
what is that lag?
weak break at 13 right there. Comes right back down into the 30s on the bid. Jesus. So that was obviously scaring me a little bit. A little bit more hesitant to take trades on it with all that going on. Then hopped over to W&W and I saw it on the 5-minute, just broke this triple top on the 5 and was making a strong push towards 16, and this seemed like it could be a little bit trappy, might not be the word for it, but it seemed like it might make a decent move through 16 without pulling back. So I took a couple stabs here, cut it for like 1 cent losses, nothing crazy. Add back when it holds near that new support level. Was trying to hold that one for an extra second to see if it would break 16 on that try. Oh, and then we just take a stupid trade at highs after selling. That one wasn't very smart. Another stab on this new candle, and then it just decides to break by a penny, act like it's being held down. And I think it does continue right here. It was just a lot choppier than I expected on that break. So unfortunately didn't really take advantage of much of this move at all, but it is what it is. SBEV popped up out of nowhere, but it was way too spready. And then OBLG early on. I wasn't sure what I was dealing with, and then it was way too spready and all over the place. Bid was flying up and down 30 cents at a time on a $3 stock, so avoided it, I think, for the time being. And then I was just looking for like quick scalps on like a lot of things, but it's just stuff wasn't moving in the way that I've gotten accustomed to taking advantage of. If anything, I just didn't adjust well enough and quick enough on a lot of these names today. But knowing that I wasn't doing well, I didn't try to push it. I just kept it conservative and just waited till there was better opportunity for the most part. Took some stabs here or there, but didn't push any like crazy size. I think if anything, I averaged lower than I would be in my current volume that I'm usually pushing, but just knew that it wasn't feeling great today. None of these names were moving the way that I like, so took it easy for a while. It was either I would have been having to take on both W&W and what was the other one? SXTC, I think. I tried that today. Yeah, SXTC early on and W&W. I struggled a lot because I wasn't adjusting to it, and it would have been a lot more beneficial if I would have been doing like quick 1-2 second cuts on my trades, like trying to bing, just take quick advantage of moves through the chop, or just holding for like whole candles or even multi-minute would have been much more beneficial. But I am not familiar with trading that way, and in general, I'm not comfortable doing it, so I did not do that at all today. So kind of just fighting a lot of the chop early on. Nothing was very easy at all. This move right here, new candle, it's kind of trying to hold up, I think. Do I take a stab here? Take a stab hoping for break of that previous candle. 240, and then it just rejects hard. So I just couldn't quite get anything going for a long time today, but I kept my head and didn't let it get to me. Here's a low winner here on this curl.
Why can't I get filled on this thing?
And it's just like all sketchy and bing bong, so cut things fast and took losers where I didn't have to, but not too mad about it. ICCT was being a scammer. Probably should have stopped trading this. But I just figured at this point, like, surely we get some kind of bounce. If it's not at 20, maybe right here, VWAP. Try to take it off of it, and then it just doesn't bounce for me.
Oh, I just gave back all my profit. Yeah.
Gave back the small profit that I did have at that point. One of those days where I was regretting. Obviously, I would never actually stop it 5 minutes after the open, but after open, I just was losing. Went from 27 bucks green to like 35 bucks red.
I should have added there. What am I doing?
gels. Just choppy movement today, just very ding dong movement. Got anything exciting in here? There's not much to take away. If anything, just didn't adjust. Like if anything, I would have had held longer or anticipate more on some of these dips. Not try to take as many breakouts maybe, but I feel like I didn't even try to. It's mainly taking this one. In 94 I had a decent spot for this re-break through 4 and 403. Luckily got out break even, but this thing's all the way back down at fucking 80 before you can blink.
Even on that?
Wasn't too stoked, wasn't too mad. OBLG, look like it might curl. Nope. Rejection. Nothing strong today. Nothing very strong at all. Like I said, OBLG at the end of the day had a crazy move or two. No, not bull. Get that shit off my screen. But other than that, choppy day.
It's like these gels dip sort of.
Ba 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 ba. Ooh, we take a decent winner here. Let's check it out.
Yep.
Under this range here, looking for maybe right under 50 to 40 would be ideal.
Look at that. Break.
Boom. Teleports down to 41. I'm adding late just because I want to make sure it was going to start heading back up. Didn't want to get caught in a flush with how slow this thing's, like lower volume, a little bit teleporty, so. Took a small winner there. Wasn't even in it. Definitely added way later than I had to, but I also didn't want to jump the gun and get caught in a flush. So in 51, way too high. That's probably why I cut this there.
You hold it down, hold it down.
Decent winner though. WNW, trying to break this downtrend. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Like, they did this crazy move and they're still holding it up here. This thing's looking really strong. I should be way more attentive here and looking for an entry. But I'm just like kind of checked out. For what reason? I'm retarded. I don't know. Not letting this thing die. It's still looking strong. Should be being way more active. This is like the best momentum we've had all day to this point. Took the first bigger dip back under 50. Break even. Oh, and then it's just boing, boing, boing. I mean, come on. Just one of those that like kind of have the look, I guess. I'm kind of starting to be able to recognize it a little more. Hindsight's 2020, obviously. Try to take that first dip under 50, sold it, but then they hold it. They continue to hold the new candle's opening. You should at least take a stab here with these buyers that come in on the new candle.
Bro.
I trolled. I was looking.
Yeah. See it one more time. Held 51 that time after dipping under 50. Boing, boing.
Bro.
And then it holds. Oh, fake hold.
It was obvious this thing was gonna squeeze, I guess. I trolled. I was.
Jeez. New hold is right at 3. Dip maybe in the low 80s. There it is. I try it there. Sell it for a small loser. A little late on that ad. Sell break even. Do I try it off this 69 level? The reaction time is a little delayed. Had to sell that one right away because I was in so late. And then, boom. Just taking a bite out of some shit sandwiches. Oh, biggest winner today. Oh, I remember this. It was out of this hole. A lot. Sketchier than I thought I was going to be out of this halt. But then when I saw I was heading back up to 69 here, there, I should be adding, and I do. I know I'm in relatively high, higher than I would like to, at least in my head, so I'm like, ooh, it's up, I'm selling right there, so there's 10 cents, which is really nice. Why am I sizing down there? This is like almost my bread and butter. With a little bit more smoother movement, it would be my bread and butter, but can't have your cake and eat it too, so. Try it for that 2
No,
break.
I sold.
Oh, I remember this. I'm buying high, but I'm like, alright, this thing's super strong. It's probably going to break 2 here. Risk reward is very worth. It's not breaking. I sell, and then I
No, I
guess.
sold.
Yeah, me too. 220 is the halt. Maybe looking for a quick tip under 2 if it holds. It's looking like it's holding 2 and not wanting to dip below, so. Hop in, looking for a quick bounce. Just sell
Why
right
can't
away
I
because
get
it should have
Bill?
bounced there.
Oh, get me.
Now looking for under. First dip under 2. Seller sitting there at 2. Pushing the seller down. It's high risk. It's a little bit lucky. We'll take luck over skill when we can get it though. Why did I miss all this? Did I just watch it happen? Back through 2, bang. Through 209. There's your dip back into 2, it held. Holding high, bang. Decided to watch all that. Then I rejected after that for a while. But I think I keep. Oh yeah, I must get back most of my profit on this thing actually. Yeah, look at this. All I do is lose, lose, lose. Let's take a look at this quick loser. 202's level they've been holding down. Hold it higher this time. Buyers are coming in high. Take a stab. Doesn't go. I got it. So yeah. Aside from that, oh yeah, SXTC was ripping back up. Oh my god, I gave back 30 bucks of profit on this thing. Didn't even realize what I end up on it. 36. I lost on this move. How? Don't hate that ad. A little unfortunate. Not moving the same as it was. Moving more like W and W at this point. Would have held that one for another second. Just didn't like how it was sitting there, but I mean, you gotta get more time than that half second that I gave it, so. Yeah. Obviously not stoked at that.
If I tried to hold this,
And it curls here? Bang. Why aren't you looking to get in on this? What are you doing? Looking down at your phone like a retard. 17's the high.
I sold.
They hold it down there.
That's why I sold, because I was like, I'm not gonna sit. I knew if I tried to hold this, I just.
There's an actual wall at 17.
Boom. Oh, 1 cent.
Yeah, this blows.
I definitely could have done a little better, but I mean, I don't feel too guilty for not like doing great because this is not type of movement that I'm used to. Obviously, I need to be able to adapt and everything, but it's not always easy to do on the spot. Oh, I remember this. They just held down 30 a bunch of times, so I was looking for the re-break through 30, and I figured it would break 33 when it did get back through 30. Just waiting here for the re-break of 30, I believe. Still holding it down. Held 27, still holding. New candles up right now. Looking for buyers to come in. Still don't hate this look. Bang. And then of course it's right back
You're
down.
such
But
an asshole.
the thesis was there.
You're such an asshole.
Very happy with that. Read it. A little unfortunate that we didn't get a break of some
I'm up 150
Oh, let's
bucks.
go, baby.
break of
That's
some
relative.
sort, but I'm happy with that trade for sure.
See if I get.
And then it goes, and I'm tilted, and the movement is just not easy at all. So I take a step back, and I was like, I'll let this go and not lose money, not rage, and when something better comes up, I'll make money on that. And thankfully I did. OPLG popped up. Was able to make 37 bucks on that, turn it into a $50 day. So red to green, happy to be green. Hopefully we get some less choppy, better movement tomorrow, and yeah, review then. Peace.